shut you up in an argument.
Yeah.
Like, guess what? I still keep going. And usually, like, I don't even get heated. Like, I just even continue to prove why I am more intelligent than you are. I just keep hitting more facts. And I've been into a situation with men where the first instinct they'll go is, oh, yeah, I know Sungu, or
Right.
really loud. And I'll just keep going. Because guess what? I am smart. I know, like, naturally, I am smart. And for someone to make me feel bad about that, nah, that's not going to fly. And a lot of men, that's the ignorance in them speaking. That's the arrogance in them speaking. That's the, like, foolish pride in them speaking. Because you feel the need, especially if we're in a group setting, and you feel the need to, like, to make a woman feel like she's being too aggressive or I know Sungu, that's just you being ignorant. I'm sorry. That's just you being ignorant because you have no reason. If someone has brought up more points in an argument than you have, or if someone knows more information on a topic than you have, know when to calm down. You know what I mean? Because when a man is arguing a lot or talking a lot, you don't hear anyone telling him he's being too loud or he's being aggressive. No. Like, it should be the same for a woman.
Yeah. So, Sanya, what do you think? Tell me why when a guy does that, what do you fight? You know, what do you do? I want to know your opinion.
No, for me, I get frustrated, but at the same time, I understand why he does it because he's insecure of himself, and he doesn't want to hear the truth.
To understand,
he doesn't want to hear the truth, and he's just like he's looking at me like I can't believe you just said that. Like he's not saying he's offended, but his face and his emotions tell it all, and it sucks because there's some guys who are out there who are just jealous, honestly, that you have it all. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing for you to do about it. You can't change them. That's how they grew up.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I understand that that's how they grew up, but why are you so insecure of your own woman? Can't you guys build together, Bonnie and Clyde? You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. And a lot of times it's not even to your own woman. Men naturally do that. Not natural, because I know men who don't. But a lot of men would do it to anyone. A friend or a stranger or a girlfriend or anyone. As long as they feel attacked, their ego and that little thing in their ego ticks off that someone knows something more than I do, or this person is actually smarter than I thought they were.
Right.
Something in their ego just goes, and they just start going, like, they just like try to hit below the belt. They try to make comments that they know would make a lot of women feel bad about themselves, like him telling, I saw I'm dating, are you aggressive? Or right. Oh no, yeah, yomba nyomukamba. A lot of women would get offended by that, but I personally would not. But a lot of women would. So that's why a man would throw that comment in there in the middle of an argument, because they know that's their way of turning you down. So whatever points you were going to throw at them, now you can't say them anymore, because now you feel the need to calm down.
Now, you need it, because they said that hurtful thing. Even though it's not true, that's how you are.
Right. So I have another question. This is the last question. Guys, like I said, if you really want to be in this chat, you have only 3 minutes. If you really want to be in this chat,
someone said in the comments,
inbox AITV message.
Questions are in the comments.
Yeah, they're all in the comments, but no one's saying anything.
Please go to AITV Media on Facebook and send a message to AITV so they can give you the code and the password, please. You have 3 minutes. If you don't do it, I'm shutting it down. You feel me? All right, cool. So the next question is, so you guys say that guys are, when a woman speaks up, they're like, I can never date this man, I can never do this. Would you guys, basically what I'm trying to say, like, would you guys actually kind of like demean yourself a little bit when a guy says that? Do you guys believe in those females that kind of demean themselves? They're like, oh, you know what, I don't want to lose the guy, so let me stop being outspoken. I don't want to lose the guy, let me stop saying my point. What do you guys think about that?
If you have an ego weak enough not to handle me, bye. Go find yourself someone as weak as you are, and y'all can stay together. At the end of the day, I'm going to end up with someone who can handle me. I'm going to end up with someone who can have a conversation with me where I understand that sometimes they're going to win the argument. And he has to understand that sometimes I'm going to win the argument. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, if you feel like, oh, I'm too aggressive or I talk too much for you, bye, move on to the next one. Move on to someone that's less intelligent than you are, and let's see how you're going to grow. You know what I mean?
Yes. So we have a guy who's joined. His name is Christopher. please introduce yourself and tell us what you think about independent women.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
But my name is Christopher. Yeah, and yeah, for many of you know me as someone.
Someone, put your hand up. An independent woman that has Christmas this side. Please raise your hand.
Yeah, I wanted actually to make a comment on what you just said, Priscilla. You mentioned something about a man being jealous of men being insecure and jealous of because of your status and everything. And to me, I'm thinking, like, I mean, you have your social status, you have whatever you've achieved, but that doesn't take away your, like, what do I call it? Obuntu bulamu. It's one thing to be up there, and it's also one thing to, like, knowing what your level is in a relationship. I'll give you this. If say, like, you know who you're dating, you're dating an African man. One thing about African men, they all want submissiveness, right? They want a woman that's submissive. So it's one thing to have all your books, your education, you said you're smart and everything. And it's also one thing to have, like, etiquette, social etiquette. There is nothing wrong with, like, a guy talking to you and lowering your tone, sitting down, yelling and putting, because I see that most with, like, these TV shows that you guys watch. Yeah, pouring word on him just because you're mad, raising your voice just because you want to put a point across. Men don't want that.
The word jealousy and insecurity not once came out of my mouth in this show.
I think there was Sanyu.
It was Sanyu that brought up that point, not me. No, it was Sanyu that brought that point up.
We're jealous of you, really?
That's
what we want. A woman that's
okay. I get
and one thing you know about psychology about men, as long as you give in to him and show him that, all right, you're the man, I'm the woman, I lead. Because even when we go back to the Bible, for most of you that are spiritual, forgive me, but like, if we go back to the Bible, Katonda yenyini agamba, Christ leads, man follows. Sorry, Christ leads, then comes the man, and then the woman follows. So we're the ones supposed to lead you. So if you come into a relationship and you expect same level, this and that, a man tries to talk to you and you're like, no, who are you to tell me that? It's not about insecurity. No. Upbringing plays a big role. I would say like a woman that's been brought up in a setting whereby, like, it's only a mother handling them and they never see a father figure. They are usually the women that end up like that, because you never see your mom or muntu akuziza, like, submit to that kind of, like, this is how they speak to them, this is how they handle a man. Katinawe kenyine now okula, if you end up growing up, I mean, who's a man? What's a man supposed to do? How is a man supposed to talk to me like this one, that way? You get that kind of thing. Because mentality, equally demo, how do I call it? What do they call women that are so much passionate about feminism? What do they call that? Yeah, feminist. It's not bad to be a feminist. It's not bad to be a feminist. For you, I can do without a man.
So Chris, what's an independent woman to you?
An independent woman is independent is something that's abstract. Like, what do you mean by independent? Because you can be independent in terms of finances, in terms of
in general, what is an independent woman? Is it a woman?
A woman that lives by herself,
Okay. And then Priscilla and Sanyu, did you guys have something to say to Chris?
Yeah, I want to 100 and 1,000% disagree with the fact that if you're raised by a single woman, you turn out to be what Chris described.
No,
I
no, no, no.
agree
I'm
with
not saying
Priscilla.
that. I'm not saying no. It plays a role. That's what I'm
It is
saying.
not.
It
I don't think
plays
it
a role.
does. Because one thing I
Not
know
to
for a fact,
everyone.
my
Not
mom.
to everyone. Not to everyone, but to some.
Yeah,
people.
maybe
It
to
plays a
some
role.
people, because knowing, like, I was raised by a single mom, and this literally almost every other week is being sat me down. Oh, mom, you collaborate, or you go, maybe you do something wrong, and you go to them, and you're like, you know what, mom, I did this, and it was kind of wrong. It was in public, and she will scold you. She'll be like, no, 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 no. She will scold you, and she will, like, you know how African parents scold. She will yell at you. No, I'm sorry, you collaborate. So for a lot of women, especially African women that have raised kids on their own, that is not like the message your parents, like your mother tells you. Believe it or not, a lot of the time they're telling you, you know what? Behave like this or else you're going to end up a single mom. So it's actually the complete opposite. They're usually telling you, like, they sit you down and scold you. And the other point is when I said, like, the jealousy and insecurity was a point that was made by Sanyu, so I'm gonna let her take over that. But what I said about status, I mentioned from the beginning of the show, if I'm making more than you, that is my business outside of the house. I mean, at home, I mean, at work, that's my business. But when I come home, you and I are making, like, you and I are the same. Or you're making 30,000, I'm making 80,000, you and I are the same.
No, we're not the
As I
same.
get my finances, because
Wait,
I don't want to watch
we're
you
not the same.
for another girl.
No, we're not the same. No, we're not the same. We're never going to be the same.
Why?
There's nothing like equal. There's something like equity. We're never going to be the same. Abantu wana, human race has never been the same. However much people might want to portray it as we're the same, but we're never going to be the same. As human race, we're never going to be the same. So
define, like, explain what you mean by we're never going to be the same. Because I think we're talking about different definitions of same.
Same in as much as, like, starting from, like, biology, anatomy, we're not the same, right? We're not the same.
But that has nothing to do with your marriage. In marriage, we're talking about, like, are we gonna compromise? You work just as long as I did, and then I come back. We both have to share that. If we both work in the same amount of hours, live alone, because a lot of the things our parents tell us, we're forgetting about the fact that where they were raised, they were not working. Or if they were working, they were not working as much as our fathers were working.
In that context, so I agree with you.
They had to be the stay home and work. Stay home, but if we work in the same hours, I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna cook, but I expect you to do that sometimes, because we're both human. And we're both providing for the family.
In that context, I agree with you.
I think it's all
we can do the same stuff. Yeah, we can handle the same roles, but we're not the same. We can handle the same roles, but we're not the same.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
So guys, time has gone, and right now I'm just gonna read the comments. I think Chris should stay on because you have someone before Chris. You go. So Victoria Winnie said, Christopher, some men can't lead.
That's some men, just like she said. Some men, but not all men. Some men. I don't need to answer that back to her. You know? I can't speak for those men.
Ask China.
No, go ahead. Answer. You gotta answer,
There's a comment that Chris made that sometimes, like, when you go in public, like, I'm not gonna jump over tables and all that. Like, we're not on Real Housewives of Miami or whatever. Right. But sometimes, now, Chris, have you been in a position where, like, someone you're dating is going to absolutely do something that hits below the belt? There is minor disrespect, like minor flirting, but there is disrespect that will hit below the belt. That is something you're not going to keep and just wait to go home. What do you do?
But Priscilla, it doesn't require you to raise your voice, because that's not going to.
But when I mentioned the raise,
anyway.
It was in an argument.
Priscilla abogola tikitegeeza nti Priscilla okubogola kwe kugenda okugojola ensonga. You get what I'm saying? Obuntu bulamu, kuma obuntu bulamu. By the way, kiringanga abaana bano, like, right from childhood, like, omuzadde akuba ngenda kuba, just to put a point across that I'm disciplining you. Beating a child or scolding a child or raising your voice to a child doesn't necessarily mean it's going to change the child. Like, it's going to change the way a child sees things, or it's going to discipline a child. However, sitting down a child and talking to a child, however much, if say everything was there for but now that mutual respect, you're not going to demand that. But that respect is still needed when you're grooming a child. So it comes back to a relationship. You know, and sometimes we get into like situations where we can't control opportunity together to enough. But Priscilla, no better guy akuniziza uze buzibali. Omugabundi chokoze tekinsanyo I believe omuntu kenyini tuli bantu. Priscilla tuli bantu. Oyo guy naye amanya nti omuntu azizize bali. First of all, that alone is respect. You know?
Yeah, I agree with that.
That alone, omuntu alaba nti, yeah, like omuntu watukide okunteka ku side. That means kwegamba antekamu ekitiwa. Like
Right.
there is some level of respect that they're trying to, like, you know, to show towards me. Okusinga okunscoldingira mbana. Gundi goli chenzi binkoze bitya nakula bino flatinga ne wano onyize nnyo okabyo olaze ensi yonna oli munyivu. What's that going to solve to you?
Absolutely, I agree with that. But when I mentioned like raising voice, we're talking about arguments, not with your man. I specified that. Sometimes when you're having a conversation, maybe you're like at a party or something, and maybe y'all are arguing about politics or the news.
With random guys, not with your man.
Yeah, with random. Like I specified that. I said not with your man.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
Sometimes men can do it to other people. Not like you're having an argument with someone and then kubango you get the like what their point says this singer and someone to not getting offended. Now like they start making little comments. Yeah, they start making little comments like, oh, or wow, and what I get, she's too aggressive. And that was not in regards to your relationship. It was in regards of having like an argument. And like whoever you're having an argument with Kubango or like Mutani say about politics or something like that. I take a tinala and you know what you actually know what you're talking about. Yeah. And especially because in public, then that's when they start making comments. Or ya get a new, or ya yomba new. Or because you know your information.
Yeah, for your own information, that is a relationship. The mere fact that you're interacting with that person, that's also a relationship. That's a context of a relationship.
I don't think
that's an interaction. I can have a conversation.
It doesn't have to be with your boyfriend necessarily for you to start giving mutual respect to someone. No, Muntu, like a friend at work, you don't have to raise a voice to them. Right?
Chris, let me give you a scenario. You have a girlfriend. And she's having a conversation with someone. That person, like, Kati girlfriend on Ataniko Wango, like, you know, everyone around y'all is starting to realize, shit, this girl knows what she's talking about. But, you know, I'm Mufunye, and people start, I'm Mufunye now, Bakufunye. And then, like, a man that's having a conversation with your girlfriend or your mother or your sister starts, you want to get on your soul, it's all a dating. Do you think that's okay for that man to say that to another woman? Or because, and now let's put with other women you won't care about. Now let's put it in a perspective of a woman you care about. She's having a conversation with someone, and halfway through the conversation, the person starts calling them names. You know, on I'm schooling the kubintu birimu amagezi. Atanga oh Katoyo, no. Do you think that's okay? Like, would you do that to a woman you're having a conversation with, all because she has like out-argued you, or like more than a political conversation? Now, you know, because she knows more than you thought she did.
No.
That's what I was trying to talk about. Like, I wasn't talking about in regards to romantic relationships. I was talking about in regards to like, in general, men who feel entitled to know more than women. Men who feel like they have to be the boss of a woman. Yeah.
That one too. Me too. I disagree with that.
And also
that's what I was talking about.
I'm reading comments right now, guys. Thank you so much for your input, Chris. Thank you for your input, Priscilla and Sanyu. So I'm gonna read the comments right now before we log off. Jimmy James says, someone who's not having a specific man, but behind doors they have many giving in black. Okay. So Beverly, thanks for watching. Margaret Nanyonga says, independent denotes money. That is why it is referred to as independently wealthy, in quotation marks. Has nothing to do with having or not having a man. And then she also adds on, there is no letting. A guy is a guy, a girl is a girl. Nobody has to let one be one. You guys agree with that?
Nah, like I say, sometimes you have to let a man be a man. Sometimes there's certain things that a man has to do that you as a woman don't feel. Oh, sometimes you have to let a man take on his role. It doesn't matter if you're older than him, making more money than him, have more friends, or you have a higher status than he is. Sometimes you have to let a man be a man. Just like you want him to make you feel like the woman you are, make him feel like the man he is. Otherwise, he's gonna find someone who does that.
Make him feel.
Now we're on the same page. We're on the same page.
Chris, that's the point I've been trying to bring up.
You're too. I will mute you. I will mute you. Look at you. The next comment says in Subuka, Massachusetts says Bananga. Well, thank you so much for watching. Sarah June Mandol says hi. Jimmy James says this time you need to. Thank you, Jimmy James. We have a man on live right now. Beverly Chirabo says, okay, independent woman. Dion says, I think it is amazing that women go get their own money and it's okay to spend on your man at times. Just always remember, whether you make more or less than him, respect him. Let him spend on you too and save your money.
Yes.
Guys, real quick. Guys, real quick. I gotta leave right now because I was at work and I just had to ask for some time to just come and speak to you guys. But it was a pleasure being here, and I hope next time.
One second, Chris. There is a comment for you. Derek Daniels said, first of all, no, Victoria Winnie said, Chris, you clearly said men are meant to lead. You spoke for all men, not for some. That's why I said that. And then Derek Mwanguzi said, I agree with Chris. It depends on from what perspective you're looking at it. As a Christian, it's very clear that the man leads the household. Does that mean he gets to abuse or overwork his wife? Definitely not. And Victoria Winnie said, men are intimidated by a woman who has her own mind.
Or your Victoria Winnie, we know her. So
okay, thank you so much, Chris. You can
come on live video.
You can press the exit button. Wow.
This has to go to
no, you guys can do each other over there. All right, see you guys. Bye. So Beverly again says, oh yes, men are intimidated by independent, successful, educated, confident, and outspoken women. Yes. Dion again says, women are so judged at sometimes. I grew up with a friend who was always told to go to male doctors other than female doctors because women are moody or emotional all the time. They don't do their jobs well. As I already read Victoria Winnie's comments on there to Chris, and I'm going to read Derek's comment again. It says, he agrees with Chris. It depends on from what perspective you're looking at. As a Christian, it's very clear that a man leads his household, as they tell us in church, leading, even culture. It's common sense. But does that mean you get to abuse or overwork his wife? Definitely not. So I know there are some women in abusive relationships, and you feel me? So that's a very good comment. You shouldn't abuse or overwork your wife. Definitely. Thank you, Derek, for watching and commenting the comment. Balidwa Andrew says hi. Rashik Kakande says thanks, guys, for the show. Winnie, as I said, there's a bagenda agave mno Zoom tomorrow, so bagenda kwekwira beyombereri. But anyway, you guys have anything else to say? First of all, Sonia, do you have anything else to say?
Now you guys have opened my mind up for other options, not think of what I thought that independent woman was to be. And I'm gonna still learn more about it and keep my eyes open for other, information. But it was a nice argument. I'll say that for sure.
All right, go ahead, Priscilla. What else? What do you have to say the last time?
This was fun, and you ladies, go get your money, go get your degree, go do everything, but do not rule out the whole having a man, and do not respect someone because you make more than them, regardless of your gender. And I hope you guys are staying safe, and we're praying for all of you guys. We love you guys, and tell your friends and your friends' mamas and their cousins and their friends and boyfriends to come to watch the show because we are fun.
Yes, and thank you guys for watching. I think you guys know now, like, we're independent women. Don't mess with us, so. If you want I'll bring Priscilla for you.
We will come for you. Oh.
And she'll be ready too.
You feel me? We don't care. First, we even fight over the computer screen, over the phone. You feel me?
Remember, we fight over the computer screen.
Guys, as Priscilla said that coronavirus, the state is open. We're in phase 1. Please, please, please stay home. If you don't have anything to do, stay home, wear a mask. If you want to go to your friend's house, wear a brand new mask. Not an old mask because it has germs, a brand new mask because you're exposing their families. But other than that, please stay safe, enjoy, turn up. It's summer. Some of you guys are taking summer classes. Good luck. Someone's birthday over here is coming up, so everyone has you cash up AIT Media if you guys want. I'm not saying whose birthday is coming up, but yeah. Anyway, enjoy, guys. Again, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We don't have a Snapchat yet, but definitely we're gonna get a Snapchat.